friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So as you can see, I'm in a new location today. I'm not in the library. I am in my newly renovated study. So I took one of our spare bedrooms that was just empty, didn't have much going on, and I've converted it into a Victorian sort of inspired styled study or parlor, if you want to call it that. It's very small, but I really love it in here. It's really coming together and it's almost finished. So before we get into the video, I did want to say I am going to be doing a house update tour with everything that I've been working on over the past year or so to start making my home feel a little bit more like myself. And this room is one of those rooms. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be somewhere between Halloween and the end of the year that I'll take you guys along and show you what I've done. But for today's video, we are going to be talking about my Vamptember pile of possibilities for reading. So happy September, happy Halloween Eve. This will be going up on August 31st, and it is hot. So our summer was quite cool and rainy, but in the past week or so we've been getting like +30 temperatures, and I am in a velvet dress today and I'm cooking. So we have all the candles lit, we have the gas lamps turned low in here, and I wanted to talk to you about my Vamptember pile of possibilities. If you haven't seen the announcement video, go back and check out the announcement video that has all of the prompts. I'm not going to go through the prompts again today because I already talked about them, but I am going to go through what I plan on reading, and of course also check out my co-hosts channels for all of their Vamptember posts: Regina St. Clair, Edie Lewis from Edie Lewis Nocturnal Reviews, and Alex the Bookybus. So we're planning on having a whole month of vampire goodness, so we're going to jump into my TBR right now. So I'm going to be getting into the time of year that's going to be really busy for me, both with my adult job and with spooky season things, events and outings and Halloween shopping and all of that kind of spooky goodness. So I definitely wanted to pick up some short stories, poems, that sort of thing, that would fit into the prompts. So I picked up both of these off my shelf. I do want to stick to books that I already own. I don't want to add to my physical TBR at all. So these are two books that I found this year, and they're both books of short stories. So we have this one, which is the Mammoth Book of Vampires, that I found just a couple of months ago. And I did actually try to do a vampire themed month a few months ago, and it just fell flat. I didn't get to it really. I did watch a couple of movies, and I think I read like one vampire themed book, so I'm really glad that I have another opportunity to get some vampire reads in. So this is one of them. And then this one I believe is my most recent vampire find. So this is the Vampire Omnibus, which you probably saw in my thumbnail from the last video, and this is more a collection of older short stories. So I'm hoping this one is going to fit into the first prompt, which is pre-20th century stories. I know these are older. I don't know if they're pre-20th century. There might be something in here, but we'll have a look and see what we can find. So I do have choices in all three reading mediums. I have physical books, I have vampire books on my Kindle, and I do have audiobooks as well. So we'll go through the physical ones first, and then I'll get to the other ones. I love listening to audiobooks, especially when I'm going to work in the morning. It kind of, you know, sets me up for my day, and it's getting really dark as I'm driving to work in the mornings now, like fall is coming. So definitely has all of those spooky vibes, so I'm excited for that. So this choice is a little bit more summery, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go for this one or not. You guys know that, of course, YA and children's fiction is where my heart lives. So I did want to throw this one in here. This is the Vampire Beach collection. I have 3 out of the 4 books, so I thought I might give it a try. Like I said, I'm not really sure because this has summery kind of vibes, and I'm totally over summer, especially because, like I said, it was, you know, mostly cool this summer, and then all of a sudden it got super hot. So this is about like a teenager who comes into a new community in California, and all of the popular kids are a little bit different. So very much sort of that Lost Boys vibe, which I also read a Lost Boys retelling during that month that I tried to do vampires. So this one is still gonna stay in the pile of possibilities, but I'm not sure if this one is one that I'll pick up. But if you do know about the Vampire Beach series, let me know if it's any good. And then of course we couldn't do Vamptember without at least one Buffy book. So I kind of just picked one off the shelf. I'm not sure if it'll be this one. I'm not sure if I'll go to another one, but this one actually sounds pretty good, and it has like that very sort of vampy red cover, and Buffy is encountering a new vampire that's called Veronique, and I thought that this one would fit in perfectly. I haven't read too many of the Buffy novelizations. I've read a couple, and then starting from the beginning and going through the Brown series, the next one was Coyote Moon, which is more of a carnival theme, and I don't really know if it has to do with vampires specifically. So that's why I reached into the shelf and just literally just grabbed another one that looked like it would fit into the theme. So this is Immortal. So let me know if you've read any of the Buffy novelizations and if you read this one specifically. I also was thinking I might pick up a Buffy themed nonfiction. I do have one saved in my audiobook collection. I just remembered, and I will let you know which one that one is, because I thought it would be really cool to do like a Buffy kind of nonfiction for this, but we'll see which one I lean towards. And then I have two more choices within kind of the YA sphere for vampires that I definitely will be picking up. These ones are sort of, you know, maybe I might lean towards them, I might lean towards something else, but two that I definitely will be reading. Firstly, I still haven't picked up the third book in the Mina series by Amy McCaw, which is Mina and the Cult. I'll put in a picture here. Still haven't picked it up. It's on my Kindle, so even though I'm putting this in with the physical books, I saw the Mina series here and I had to grab it. So I do have the first two in physical. The third one is on my Kindle. Still haven't picked it up, and I feel super bad about it because I really enjoy this series. The first one was like a 3-star, but the second one, Amy really hit it out of the park, and I loved Mina and the Slayers. So definitely going to be picking up the third one. And then the other book that I definitely am going to be picking up, I think, is called They Own the Night, also by Amy McCaw. I am on her promo team for Instagram, and we found out the other day that there's actually going to be a delay in the release. So it was supposed to be released on September 10th. Now it's been bumped, I think, to September 25th. So, which is really unfortunate because it's towards the end of Vamptember, and it, like, you know, it absolutely fit in perfectly. So I'm really going to try to pick it up and get it read by the end of the month so it fits into the Vamptember theme. Yeah, so really unfortunate, but keep an eye out for the release date in your area, and over on Instagram, like I said, I'm going to be posting the heck out of it. So this one is a Dracula retelling, and so it's a story we all know, it's a story we all love, but it's set in the 80s, and the Mina series is set in New Orleans in the 90s, and Amy did a really, really good job with the nostalgia of the 90s. So I'm really excited to see what she's going to do with the Dracula story in the 80s, and it sounds super, super good. So like I said, a little bit of a delay in the release date for They Own the Night, but I'm definitely going to try to get it in for Vamptember before the end of the month. So sorry about that, but getting back to the physical books, because the Mina book and They Own the Night will be digital copies, I also picked up this one. It's called Vampire's Visit, and it looks so cheesy. It has the most corny cover, like look at this, and it's definitely cheesy Canadian fiction. You guys have seen me talk about this one before, both when I hauled it earlier this year and then in the month that I tried to do vampires that really fell flat. So this is super, super short, and it's, like I said, it's cheesy Canadian fiction as vampires. It's going to be all the goodness. So I'm really, really excited about this one. This is by David A. Paulson, and it's really dark in here. Sorry, I can't see the synopsis and I can't remember what this is about. But then of course when I get into doing my wrap up of Vamptember, and I probably want to do a couple of vlogs as well this month, just as we're kind of coming into spooky season. So I will definitely let you know more about this one once I get to it. And then this is the other one that you guys saw me talk about during my month of vampires that fell flat. This is Vampire Plagues, London 1850 and Paris 1850. So really very much in that gothic sort of sphere, and it's about two boys, one who's more wealthy and one who's homeless or street rat, and I believe he comes on a boat, and he's really mysterious and stuff, and they get into all sorts of shenanigans. So I'm definitely going to give one of these a try. I'm not sure which one comes first, but if I like the first one, maybe I'll get to the second one. They're fairly short, you know, the type is big, and they're within kind of that middle grade sort of genre. So definitely going to give these a try finally. And then the last physical book I wanted to talk about, this one I think was in my last haul that I did. This is The Vampire in Love, and when I bought it, I didn't realize until I looked at the author, Angela Sumner Bodenberg, I believe is how you pronounce it, that this is from kind of the Little Vampire series, which I always talk about, the German-Canadian TV show that is based on the original books that I love and I will be watching for Vamptember. That'll be on my other channel, my watch list for this month. So I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this. But I didn't even realize when I bought this that it was part of that. So The Little Vampire is a story of a little vampire who's not allowed to talk to human kids. But of course he befriends a kid. His name is Anton. I think his name is Anton in the book as well, but it is in the show. And they get into all sorts of shenanigans. So I thought this would be really cool to pick up because I am going to be watching a few episodes of the show as well. So I will definitely let you guys know how this is. Obviously this is a children's book. It's going to be a very, very quick read. So I thought it was perfect to put in for a readathon like this. So getting into my digital copy books, so I love my Kindle because I find it really easy on my eyes. I don't have to wear my glasses, and I'll usually read from my Kindle in bed at night. So like I said, the third Mina book is on my Kindle, and I also have 2 books out of the Rules for Vampire series by Alex Felks, who is fantastic. She's so sweet, and I haven't read any of her books yet. So she does actually have a new book coming out. I'm not sure the name of it. I will put it here. But I really, really wanted to read her Rules for Vampires duology. So this is, it says, it's Nevermore meets Hotel Transylvania in the dazzling debut middle grade adventure set in a world of talking spiders, living forests, and haunted castles about a vampire girl who wants to fit in but must defeat an evil ghost. And that's all I'm going to say about it. It does have a really long synopsis, and I hate that because I want to go in a little bit blind, but it does look super, super cute. And like I said, there's 2 books that I have downloaded now on my Kindle, but I want to read at least the first one. So we'll see if we finally get to Alex's book. Like I said, make sure you're following her over on Instagram. I'll leave her stuff down below along with Amy's, and check out her books as well. And then for audiobooks, I do have the Vampire Academy series downloaded on my Audible. I haven't read any of the Vampire Academy books yet, and I wanted to try to get in at least one, like I said, while I'm driving. So it'll either be that one or this other one that I have that's a Buffy, a nonfiction Buffy book. Sorry, it has a really long name. It's called Slayers and Vampires, the complete, uncensored, unauthorized oral history of Buffy and Angel. Now, Buffy and Angel together are not my favorite couple. I am Team Spike all the way. Angel's a schmuck. You guys have heard me say it 1,000 times. But anything that has to do with Buffy behind the scenes, because instead of dragging my husband into yet another rewatch of this while we're watching so many other vampire things, I thought this would be the perfect way for me to get my dose of Buffy. So it says, 2 decades after the heartbreaking debut, millions of fans worldwide remain enthralled with the incredible exploits of Joss Whedon's Buffy Summers, the slayer and feminist icon who saved the world a lot, as well as Angel, the tortured vampire with a soul who fought back against apocalyptic forces of evil. So the only thing that would prevent me from listening to this is that I haven't actually watched the Angel show. I've only seen the first few episodes. So I'm thinking we might actually put Angel in our watch list and save this one. So I'm not really too sure if I want to dive into this because I don't want any spoilers if it talks too much about what happens in the Angel spinoff. So like I said, this is, when I do these TBRs, they're piles of possibilities. I'm not planning on reading all of these books. These are things that I might pick up. I might give a try. I might actually not pick up any of these and try something else. I don't like to be kind of fit into a box of a TBR, so I might pick up this one and I might not. And I actually did find this book through my Everand subscription, and I am a rep for Everand, so if you would like your free 30-day trial with my code, you can find everything down in the description box. I do make a very, very small commission off of people using my code, which helps out this channel. So if you want to give Everand a try, they're a great company and they're great to deal with, so find the information down below. So there you guys go. That is my Vamptember pile of possibilities that I may possibly be picking up. All of these books can somehow fit into all of the prompts that we have, the reading prompts that is. And then I am going to be shooting my watch list, but that's going to be posted over on my other channel, my movie channel, which is Movie Milestones YT. And I started that channel at the beginning of this year. I posted a few videos and then I completely fell off when my health started getting bad, and I do want to pick that up again. So in the next few days you'll see my watch list posted over on Movie Milestones, and there's a link to that below in the description box as well, so make sure you go and check that out. And then again, I'm going to have all of my co-hosts linked. Amy and Alex are going to be linked in my description box as well. Make sure you go follow all the people, and then let me know, number one, are you planning on joining us for Vamptember, and number two, what are your reading and watching plans? Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. From my brand new Victorian themed study, this room will continue to evolve, and like I said, I will bring you along the way. Other than that, give me a thumbs up and leave me a question or comment down below, because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky everybody. Bye.